So right now, I'm very excited about the future. I'm very excited about Shib price. You guys know this, and Shib at the time of filming this video is very close to its breakout. We're sitting right around 4027. We're right at entering alt season. These are very exciting times, but there is this big battle that's going on right now. That although it doesn't necessarily have to do with Shib, it is something that will affect Shiba Inu price, and people need to be aware of this. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So first of all, with Shib, we're seeing the same stuff that we were seeing along this path up. We are seeing good price performance. We're seeing resilience from holders. We're back at this point where whales are adding. So they added 612 billion Shib over the last 24 hours. So we've seen some very modest days of profit taking and then some days of larger ads in the upwards of 500 billion plus. Okay. So whales are really taking out big positions before Jib gets ready to make this next break to the upside. And the question is, again, does this happen today, tomorrow, the next day? And frankly, there is something that is going to influence this in a very big way. So first of all, I have to say that the great news is that institutional money is back on the buy. This is probably behind my box. Yeah, it's kind of tough to see here. But we had another buy day in terms of institutional money. And they actually added another 320 million Bitcoin to their bags. BlackRock obviously was buying yesterday. No, go figure. They really do like to add. They added 137 million yesterday. Obviously, Fidelity had another big day too. So some of the two most dominant ETF or institutional holders of Bitcoin have been on the buy. That's a very good shift. We're basically shifting back to the green wave that we were experiencing that helped push prices up. But now at the same time, this institutional money that has been a big facilitator of runs to the upside, they're fighting against the shorts in the market. All right. So shorts have been pushing back very heavily against the crypto markets. The reason why BTC corrected from basically 100K to all the way down to what was that, 80, 87, if I remember correctly? Yeah, 87K. Well, here's the thing. We're back in this point where we're compressed between a lot of leverage, a lot of leverage. Okay. You have the massive shorts that have opened up positions between basically 97.5 and 100K. But at the same time, we have a lot of long leverage filling in down below here as well, filling in right at 96K. So why I'm mentioning this is we basically have the ability to either get liquidated to the downside or get liquidated to the upside. And now it's this game of time. And why I'm saying this is we're in the weekend. There's no institutional money today. There's no institutional money tomorrow. All right. Which means that the market basically needs to tread water until Monday. And I'm not saying that, we need institutional money to make these moves, but if there is someone that is best set up to liquidate shorts to the upside, it's institutional money. We have seen many days recently where they have bought, over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin in one day, and that moves price. That spurs excitement in the market. The market isn't excited when price is dropping. All right. You can see at 96K, while broken out, know that it still has the potential to come down and retest this. And what that would mean for SHIB price is probably a little bit drop back to the mean here. Okay. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice, but SHIB is something that is very sentiment driven. So when sentiment isn't that great, or there's a little bit of uncertainty there, it's to make that break. Now, if we hit this full steam ahead, if we actually get into some of these liquidations this weekend, which is possible because retail excitement is on the rise now, if we get into some of these liquidations this weekend, don't be surprised by that SHIB breakout like we've been talking about. All right. So, and that may seem kind of non-committal. Long term, I believe SHIB price is going up significantly. All right. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice, but the fundamentals are supporting a strong move to the upside. It's really a question of what do we get in between that high price point and now? Do we get some chop before floating up? Do we get a little bit of pullback because of maybe some fear in the market? Or do we just rocket out of this thing altogether? The good news is that the large holders, they're prepping for bigger, longer term moves in the market. And that's the way you should always approach things. Again, you guys can do what you want. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. But most of these large holders, what they actually see and how they, I'm sorry, I thought I saw a cow sitting on my mother-in-law's deck. That's kind of throwing me off. But how they look sorry, how they look at things is from a long-term perspective. And that's what I've always stressed when it comes to Shiba Inu. It's not a short-term flip. This isn't a get-rich-quick thing. It is a long-term fundamental growth that luckily has fantastic tokenomics, has resilience from holders, and can frankly move like 100 million, or I'm sorry, like a $1 million market cap. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where do you think we go from here? Do we face a little resistance? Do we get into some of these long leverage liquidations? Or are we about to start making some major moves as we get through the weekend and hit next week full steam ahead? Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.